In the last part, we saw the conflict between Yanshun and the king of Qinghai. Now, the question is, who might be the king of Qinghai? In last 2 years, Chu Qiao had stayed in the mountain. She had barely headed down the mountain. The nights were very silent, so silent one could hear the sounds of dogs barking at the foot of the mountain. Yet, when everyone was asleep, Chu Qiao stared at the stars above and sat alone until daybreak. That time, the news of the Tong Rebellion was like sizzling hot oil that had just added to water, creating huge uproar in the gloom of Hui Hui mountain. A messenger was come to Chu Qiao, who was colored by blood. Chu Qiao looked at him as she listened his words. He was saying, "Master, please head down to the city. If you don't go, Datong will no longer be exist." Looking at him quietly, Chu Qiao took a long time to reply. The news of Datong's rebellion was just received by her from the garrison of Guilan city. Yet, this man immediately appeared and informed her that Yanshun was planning to completely uproot the Datong guild. He already completely relieved Lady Yu and Mr. Wu of military duties and had held Shi Ji, Shi Yui and other Datong's generals captive. The headquarters of the Datong Guild, Wang City, was turned into rubble, and along with Princess Wanhuan, he was intending to completely remove any possible future rebellions. As for such words, Chu Qiao refused to believe the messenger. Logic also told her that she should not fall for such words. As much as she had experienced the mercilessness of Yanshun firsthand, she knew that Yanshun was not brainless. Getting rid of the Datong Guild was somewhat logical, and the removal of Master Wu and Lady Yu's military position was acceptable. But why would he want the death of Wanhuan? Wanhuan was his blood sister, although she was a believer of Datong and had been groomed by Datong. She would not necessarily turn against her own brother for Datong. The messenger dropped to the ground and said, "Master, you may head down to the city. Master, you may head down. I implore, Master, to save Datong. Only you can save us now." The sound of his koto was so loud, and before long his head was covered with blood. Frowning, Chu Qiao finally turned around and walked back into her room. As the door closed, the man's gaze was filled with nothing but despair and sadness. As for the Datong Guild, Chu Qiao had never had a good impression of them. Apart from Mr. Wu and Lady Yu, she had not worked much with the rest. She had originally thought that they were all a bunch of evil men plotting for power and wealth. But She gradually realized that not all of them were such people. Most of the Datong Guild members were believers and loyal warriors. They were warriors, educated scholars, and most of them were kind. Such people would be a great resource for a nation if they could be put to good use. She was sure that Yanshun would not kill off such a talented group of people, so as Chu Qiao thought, as she suppressed the discomfort in her heart.